A ticket to play for the NBA title awaits the winner. Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals on EA Sports. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Hey everyone, with Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Celtics coming in. They have the home court here, always crucial in a Game 7, with the winner moving on to the NBA Finals.
Now look, I think both teams are worthy of going to the NBA Finals. But the reality is that only one team will prevail this evening. And the way this series has gone so far, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes all the way down to the final shot.
And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Brown. Able to recover with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Baseline. Oh!
Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. His first effort off the mark. Brown with it up top, just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. Oh, a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Tatum. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
Look, I get it. I've been one of the players who have had these mishaps happen to defensively. There is no worse feeling than the next day in film session watching yourself roam on the island by yourself. Somebody in this particular moment needs to tell you to get your head out of you-know-what to get back in the game.
So Horford. Parker. So Horford. Gets a shot up off the mark to Tobias Harris. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You have to understand something. I do not care that you're 1 of 6 from the field. The only statistic that matters is the final score.
So Horford. To Marcus Smart. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Celtics have it. To Marcus Smart. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Jaylen Brown. Tobias Harris with a piece. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Tobias Harris. The pass set it all up.
Ed, I know I'm not supposed to be biased. I'm not supposed to be rooting for guys, but I'm riding with Jabari. Get your work.
Sixers have the basketball to Harden. Lets it fly from long range. Danny Green is going to get 3 shots here. A career 81% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Knocks down the second free throw. Perfect from the line. Hits all 3 of them. To Horford. Goes to the left side. Tatum. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Beyond the arc for 3. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Trying to cash in. Tatum's shot no good. To Embiid. From long range.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one, count it. It's a second. One more coming. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Celtics have it. To Jaylen Brown. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Horford. There it is, Al Horford. Missed his first. That one goes.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Harris. Brown into the front court. They're down 3. Jabari Parker rocking the rim.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Horford. Baseline drive. The shot won't fall. Embiid. Nothing going here on that drive. To Tobias Harris. Fires the 3. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it. Parker into the front court. Down 4. Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Tough shot. He hits.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Horford. There it is. Al Horford. 2 of 4 now.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Danny Green. Here's a chance from long range. Danny Green is going to get a chance at 3 here. He's perfect from the line so far. First one goes down. Second to 3. Got it. Hits all 3 free throws. Boston with the basketball. To Marcus Smart. Sizing up the defense. Here comes the screen. Boston with 4 to shoot. Tatum. He made his first effort, but not that time. To Tobias Harris. 4-3. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Coach is going to shift gears.
The NBA Playoffs 2022 3-round games and highlights will be coming up next on the Inspiriverse Network channel.
The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. It's no good. Shot's not good. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Marcus Smart. Curling inside. It's good. Sixers control it. To Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from long range. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
Knocks down the first. Second and 3 is good. Three for 3. Nice. Right down the lane, but the shot
The
won't go.
NBA Playoffs 2022 3-round Game 7 is now live streaming on the Inspiriverse Network channel.
Only going to escalate.
Tobias Harris at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Brown with it up top. 9-point margin. To Cantor. And it's Cantor. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Short jumper off the mark. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. Beyond the arc for 3. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Dunn to Marcus Smart. And it's Cantor. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Five to shoot from long range. Cleans it up. Jason Tatum, huge block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Jaylen Brown.
C4 Philadelphia 76ers, C2 Boston Celtics win or go home.
Free throw good as he finishes off the 3-point play. They're back within a bucket. Shot clock for Philadelphia. Going to launch beyond the arc. Great defense, forcing the miss. To Jaylen Brown. Screen coming. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Danny Green. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Well, he missed his first 3 from downtown, but he gets this one to go.
And it's called short-term memory. The good players don't have one.
Joel Embiid pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people.
Oh, he got there.
That's great hustle getting back on D.
Danny Green is going to get 3 shots here. He's perfect from the line so far. And he connects on the first free throw. And he hits the second. He missed it. 2 for 3 on this trip. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7. We're back with more after this. You're watching the Eastern Conference Finals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. To Horford. Off the assist.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
To Embiid. Oh, it's done with the rebound. Parker with it. Down 5. Nothing going here on that drive. To Parker. To Marcus Smart. Fires the 3. Cleans it up. Offensive board. The follow won't go either.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything. That's why shots aren't dropping.
It goes down. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
To Horford. There it is, Al Horford. He's 3 for 7.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Embiid. Knocks it down from mid-range.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Celtics have it. Probing the defense. Horford to Marcus Smart. Gets to the basket and scores.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Drive here, but the shot stays out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
That won't go. The follow won't go either. James Harden rejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Short jumper won't fall.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Harden. To Embiid. Harden. For 3. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. To Parker. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Brown. Harden. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
To Jaylen Brown. DeAndre Jordan swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Philadelphia with the basketball. To Harden. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Marcus Smart. Can't connect from in close. And he throws it down. Power play by DeAndre Jordan. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Screen coming. To Marcus Smart. Gets it in the right corner. Has a chance. Jabari Parker. 3 for 3 in this first half. And a pass stolen by Boston. To Marcus Smart. And his Cantor above the rim.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Stuffs it down with authority.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Marcus Smart. Parker. To Harden. 4-3. That's good D. Shot no good. Parker into the front court. Margins 8. Knocked loose. Parker. Tatum. Just not going down.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Embiid. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Goes to the right side. Harden. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Brown into the front court. Down 8. To Cantor. James Harden sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Fires the 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense. To Jaylen Brown. Runner here. Won't go. Jason Tatum with the block. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Jason Tatum. New blood coming in for both sides. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Harden to Danny Green. Short jumper stays out. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
It's James Harden once again. Nothing going here on that drive. He can't get past the defender. Harden. Trying to cash in. First free throw is good. Two for two on that trip. And they call it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
To Cantor and finishes strong.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Down low for Harris. Nice pass to get things going.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Five seconds to shoot. Beyond the arc for three. Brown with the three with a hand in his face.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Embiid. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Jordan. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. He's 2 for 2 now.
Come on, DJ. Give the people what they want. I want that for my screensaver.
Celtics have it. To Chris Dunn. With the interception.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
A scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's the DJ we all know and love.
To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. To Chris Dunn. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Short jumper off the mark. Deep three at the buzzer. Good. A three at the buzzer. Everything going right so far as they've extended the lead. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports Halftime Report. The 76ers are up after 2 quarters. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Celtics were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics.
First half stats. Player of the half.
Joel Embiid has been making the competition look silly on the defensive end.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Celtics have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. Have a look at the leading scores for the Boston Celtics.
First half stats. Player of the half.
Joel Embiid is up in the air swatting shots. When he's not doing that, he's down on the floor making steals. Who wouldn't be impressed by a first half like that?
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here are the top plays from
Number 1.
the 76ers. Entered halftime with a solid lead. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Celtics would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game.
First half stats. Player of the half.
Joel Embiid has been a defensive force in this matchup. If he's not stealing the ball, he's swatting it. And that combination has made for an incredible half.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. Sixers have the basketball. The Sixers with 4 to shoot from long range. Oh, that's how it's done.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Timeout Boston as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Nothing going here on that drive. Easy path to the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Al Horford tips it. Fourth this contest.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
It was right there. Brown with it up top. Down a bundle. Off the assist.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To Tobias Harris. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Parker with it. Trailing by 15. And he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
The follow won't go either. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Going to launch beyond the arc. Harris always looking to create a shot, even ones like those.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
To Harden. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
James Harden has got 2 shots coming. A career 85% free throw shooter. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Brown into the front court. His guys down big to Cantor. Danny Green sends it away. Ooh, 5 now. Tobias Harris able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
closes inside for two.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Parker. Had a chance, but it's no good. To Jordan. Marcus Smart with a piece. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marcus Smart. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. They need something to go down. It's no good. Parker into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Cantor. And his Cantor above the rim. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Pass taken away by the Celtics.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Harris to Jordan, down low. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. Looking good, 4 for 5.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
To Danny Green. Goes reverse to lay it in.
It just seems like one of three things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a three. Pick your poison.
Screen coming. To Jaylen Brown. The drive, right to the basket. Smart shot, no good. Harris to Harden. Gets a look, can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Marcus Smart slams it down.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
James Harden at the controls. To Jordan. Won't go down.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Finish that.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
To Marcus Smart. Brown shot, no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
To Jaylen Brown. James Harden.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Done. Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. To Jordan. Runner here. Won't go down. To Jaylen Brown. Nice pass to set things up and count the basket inside.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Over to the right side. Harden can't get the bounce. The follow won't go either. Done. To Marcus Smart. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. To Jaylen Brown. Tatum buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Jordan. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Brown with it up top. The deficit now up to 13. Here comes the screen. To Marcus Smart. Fires the three. Marcus Smart forcing that one. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Cantor. DeAndre Jordan. Huge block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Marcus Smart. Down to 5 on the 24. For three. Jaylen Brown is going to get a chance at three here. Hasn't missed yet. Knocks down the first. Second free throw off the mark. Still one to come. To Jordan. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Jaylen Brown. Has a look. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
To Jaylen Brown. Boston with 4 to shoot. Tatum shakes free and hits.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Here's a chance from long range. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. And the 76ers have to be feeling good. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Won't go. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Boston with the basketball. To Horford. Dunn. The rebound belongs to the 76ers. Down low to Jordan. Nice pass to set things up.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Horford to Marcus Smart. Horford. That's a 24-second violation. Changes coming from both sides right now. For 3. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
To Marcus Smart. Screen coming. And 2 points to the board.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Danny Green. And a 2. Counted at the rim for DeAndre Jordan.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Horford. DeAndre Jordan pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Danny Green. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Marcus Smart. Has a chance and scores. Nice move, Jay.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Driving right to the basket. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. To Marcus Smart. Parker. To Horford. DeAndre Jordan rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Now to Jordan, down low, with a drop step. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. To Marcus Smart. Fires the three. Smart is tough. He loves those kinds of shots.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Harden to Danny Green. Lets it fly from long range. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the three.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
Gets it in the right corner. Knocked loose. That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Now a steal by Philly. Embiid to Tobias Harris. Embiid. Harden. That's how you defend. To Jaylen Brown. Deep left corner. With a drop step. DeAndre Jordan swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Nice finish at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
And he finishes at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Danny Green. Embiid to Harden. Pulls up for two.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally react?
To Parker. And he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marcus Smart. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. It's in the hands of James Harden. To Tobias Harris. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. And counted at the rim.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
To Parker. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Parker. To Harden. Beyond the arc for three. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Shot from the lane won't go. Jordan to Danny Green. In the slam.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Celtics have it.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball.
To Horford. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Ed, I know I'm not supposed to be biased. I'm not supposed to be rooting for guys, but I'm riding with Jabari. Get your work.
Harden to Tobias Harris. From long range. No good. That's great defense. Brown into the front court. Down to Bundle. Good look that time, but off the mark.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
To Marcus Smart.
Wait on it.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Not easy.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Sixers control it. Take stock of the floor. Sizing up the defense. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Brown with it up top. His guys down big. And the 2 for Al Horford getting to the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Fires the 3. Not going down here. Parker with it. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. Danny Green. Jason Tatum sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Parker. To Horford. DeAndre Jordan with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
That misses with a second to go. The Sixers are victorious. They stand alone atop the Eastern Conference on their way to the NBA Finals. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
The 76ers did more than just win a game here today. They won the Eastern Conference crown, and the celebration in that locker room must be going crazy right now. Still, as tomorrow rolls around, these guys will be right back to business. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Celtics. We're hoping for a different postseason future, but now it's about what-ifs of the past. The reality of the offseason is now upon them. Check out the leading scores for the Boston Celtics.
Game practice. Bench points.
The Philadelphia 76ers can confidently say it was the player of their substitutes that was a big reason, if not the biggest reason, for their success today. Tremendous job by the reserves to be impactful in this matchup.
Player of the game.
DeAndre Jordan gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.